Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Fly and today we're going to talk about tattoo stencils and how you guys can keep your tattoo stencil forever on fake skin and for a lot of hours on real skin. Now to do this, I may recommend you to use two products. One of them is the best product I ever seen right there on the market. I have tried a lot of them, but the best one that I really like is this right here. Stencil Honey from Hornet. This thing goes crazy well on the skin. It sticks, it leaves fine and crisp lines, and it doesn't fade away. It is so good that from my experience, the only bad thing that happened to me is that the stencil really didn't come out and stayed so long that I was like getting mad because I couldn't take the stencil away from the skin. So yeah, it is so good that if you guys use it properly, it may even stay for longer than the time you're tattooing. So if you're doing portraits and realism, this could be an issue. But if you guys are still doing some neo-traditional, some phrases, sentences, or other simple designs, this shouldn't be an issue, and this will be very good for you. Now for today's tutorial, I know you guys maybe not be already tattooing on real skin. So if you guys are still training and you guys are getting mad because you're not keeping your lines on your fake skin, like something like this, some fake skin you can order everywhere. There are really a lot of types of fake skin that are really cheap too. So if you guys want to train, I would recommend, of course, to start always on fake skin. But how to keep the stencil in this type of fake skin is to use a product like this. Now you could use Hornet, like this right here on it, stencil primer, but this thing will stay so long that it's crazy hard to clean afterwards. And even this small thing right here, it is very hard to take it off if you follow my method. Now I know people usually say you need to apply the stencil and then wait 1 to 2 days. Some people say 7 to 8 days, and I even heard people that let the stencil rest for up to 14 days, something like that. Now with my method, you don't need to wait all the time. You only need to wait 10 minutes because we're gonna speed up all the presses, and I guarantee you, if you use a product like this, maybe any other product you have at home, you will see the results really fast, and you will see that it stays on the skin, in this case on the fake skin, for a lot of time. Now this method wouldn't be recommended with real skin, but you can also try it if you want to speed up the process. I'll show you the method in a couple of minutes, but first I want to say that this product right here, green card, is available everywhere. So if you guys have any other type of stencil primer or something like that, and you guys are having issues with it, and maybe you don't have the Hornet Honey stencil primer in your country, maybe you have other ones, or you are on a budget, you can find this everywhere. This is on eBay, this is on Amazon, and even on AliExpress. I guess it costs around 10 euros, something like that, and it is really cheap and is really viable too. Now the only thing that I have, the only downside, is this cap right here. It's not that hygienic, so you have to take away the stencil with a wooden stick and then apply it to the skin. Okay, don't pass this on your client's skin or any other surfaces. Don't mix because of cross-contamination, so don't pass it on very different surfaces because that could be very bad for health. So I wouldn't recommend. If you are using only on fake skin, you can apply directly. If you're using another surface besides fake skin and human skin, don't do it. Use a wooden stick and take it out. This thing is cheap and is viable. Now another thing before starting this tutorial, guys, please go down below and subscribe to the channel. I know it is hard, but more than 90% of you are still not subscribed, and that would be a major help. If you guys could, please also drop a like because more videos are coming. That would also support the channel and you would help me with the YouTube algorithm. If you guys have any questions, comments, or any recommendations, also comment down below, okay? So I'm about to change the perspective from this shot. We're going to the table right now, and then I will show you this method that works really fast. All you need is 10 minutes and the stencil won't come off. So guys, I'll see you in a moment. See ya. Hi, here we are on my practicing table for tattoos. Here we have the fake skin that I talked to you about, and as you guys can see, this fake skin has some oil, some dirt, some impurities on it, so we have to clean this. And for the fake skin, we're going to apply this stencil using the green card that I talked to you about. Very accessible, you can find it everywhere. And then we're going to apply another stencil to my skin, and then we'll see how long it takes to take it off and how long it lasts. This thing is very good, so I hope to see the results. So for the fake skin, you want to grab, of course, some paper, some 90% alcohol, and then try to clean all the oils away so the surface is clean, out of impurities. Now you should do the same for the human skin too. So I'm about to give my arm here to the experiment, clean, taking all the oils away. And then I'm gonna put this aside. You're gonna cut the stencil out. And guys, these methods will keep your stencil almost forever. And that's the only problem you're gonna have by doing this method, is that the stencil will stay so long that we'll have problems taking it out. So here I have the stencil. Now for this product right here, we need a wooden stick. So I'll pick it out, a wooden stick, so I can remove the stencil primer from here of this package. It's kind of a weird package, just like a deodorant. So you want to scrub it, kind of get away with a small amount of it. So just remove it. Actually should come here. We don't want any cross-contamination. Of course, this little case is already there. We want to avoid the most contamination at all. We don't want it. So I'm gently scrubbing all the primer here on the fake skin. After being clean, you really want a small, thin layer above the skin. Now in this case, the fake skin. For human skin, you should do the same. On human skin, it's easier because the skin will actually get some of this primer inside. On the case of the fake skin, the primer will only stay on the surface, and that's where you guys have problems, because the stencil usually fades away, right? And you try to wipe it and just goes away because the skin doesn't really get that primer inside, and then you have troubles with it. So this is for the fake skin. We're gonna take our stencil as usual. Then I'm about to show you a trick to keep the stencil in here for a lot of time. Now we want to have it very well placed. You can see that this sheet of paper is a bit oily, so the stencil chemical is going on the surface. It's going to get on the surface of the fake skin. You're going to remove it. So it's looking good. A bit smudgy although, but it's looking good. I'll leave this here, then I'll show you the trick I do. But for further tests, I'm also going to show you how to apply on human skin using stencil honey, okay? So we really only need a small drop. Now again, this package is very good. The only problem I have with this package is that you're not really able to get only a small drop. I really need to push my finger against the package so it doesn't come out a huge amount. So I'm about to apply this on my skin, very gentle. I really just want a small layer in here. We don't need much more, only a small layer. Otherwise it could get, well, in the case of Hornet it doesn't get smudged, but in case of other stencils it does get smudged. Before I used Electrum, and yeah, since I tried Hornet Stencil Honey, I really stopped using Electrum because this thing is very, very good. So we already got our surface prepared. I'm about to put this in here. You can feel that the skin is tacky, which is perfect. Then we apply our stencil. It didn't stay didn't stay as perfect as I would like, but it's okay. Now you'll feel that the stencil is like kind of sticking to the skin, which is amazing. And you really have very, very nice lines, which is amazing too. I really hope it doesn't get ruined with my t-shirt. So now we're coming back to the fake skin. And guys, this is the trick that you guys need to do. And you don't need to wait 7 to 8 days. You don't need to wait 2 weeks, 14 days. All you need to do with your fake skin is to get heated with either a heat gun or a hair dryer, okay? Really do this and I'll show you the results. It is very nice. So it's gonna get a bit loud. Maybe I will cut this, but I'm gonna start it. So we really want to dry it up to the point where the stencil gets kind of hot, or the fake skin is kind of hot, and it dries. I know you guys are usually letting it dry for a week or two. You don't need this, okay? Just heat it up with the heat gun, and then you'll see that the stencil is drying. When you see that that purple color is becoming blue, then you know that it is drying, okay? You could also set it aside and let it dry for more time, but usually 10 minutes is more than enough, and then your stencil will stay fixed in this fake skin and will stay there a lot longer than you usually would. So I'm about to dry it a bit more, then I'll show you the wipe test. So guys, 10 minutes are gone. I let this dry for 10 minutes. I dried it with the heat gun. And now we're going to do the wipe test and I'll show you how long this will stay here on the fake skin. Now, regarding to my arm right here, unfortunately, I just smudged it a bit with my t-shirt, but that shouldn't be a problem. For this, I didn't use any heat gun. I only used the Hornet Stencil Honey. Now, we're about to use here with some paper towel. I'm going to use some green soap solution, okay? Only green soap and water. We're going to start doing the wipe test here on the fake skin. And for you guys that have problems with this, you should follow and do this method, because this will really make the stencil stay on the fake skin. So if you guys can see it, I can wipe this as long as I want and the stencil does not come out, okay? So this method is really easy, really simple, and it does the job amazingly. So no matter what I do here, the stencil doesn't come out of the fake skin. So guys, after applying your stencil, just heat it up a bit, either with a heat gun or with a hair dryer, and you should have your stencil staying on your fake skin for so long that you guys will only have problems taking it out, okay? Now you could heat it up a bit less, but again, it doesn't come off. I could even come here and scrub it with alcohol. Let me see if I have an empty place here on the paper. So with some alcohol, and you can see I can rub it. Some of the stencil of course will come out, but it stays there. So this may be a game changer for all of you. It's a really small trick, so easy to do, and it gets the job done, amazingly done. See, stencil really doesn't come out. Now I could pull some lines in here. I'm going to show you. Turn off my machine. I could even pull some lines here. And the stencil will still not come out. So guys, very easy. This method is super easy. Not the best of the lines, but the best of the methods. I could even spray some alcohol directly on the fake skin. And the stencil doesn't come out, which is amazing, and it must be what you guys are looking for. If you're trying to train on fake skin and also want to improve your skills. Now for the real skin on my arm, of course I recommend the Hornet honey stencil. I'm gonna get some other paper right now, and then I'm about to do the same wipe test, maybe even using some baby wipes too, because some of you like to use baby wipes. So this is it, guys, how you guys can get a really solid stencil that doesn't come out. Here, Hornet honey stencil on my arm, also super crisp line, and it also doesn't come out, okay? Of course, it doesn't stay in the same way as it does on the fake skin, but super amazingly. You guys can scrub this a lot. You guys can even see that on the YouTube channel right here. It is purple still. It is not blue like in the fake skin right here. It is purple, so it has a lot of pigment, a lot of chemical from the sheet. And this doesn't come out, guys, now. The stencil wasn't the best, but the stencil primer is very good. Very good. Really doesn't come out. So this is the trick, this is the secret that you guys really need to use on your next tattoos. 1, dry up your stencil primer when using fake skin. 2nd, working on normal skin, get yourself a really good, nice product. Now this thing could also work in normal skin. I know you guys might not have Hornet in your country. There are also other brands like Artcor. I heard it's really good. Hulk is really good. And if you are in Spain, one of the best ones is Proton. Proton Black, I think, is one of the best too. But I really like Hornet. Then let me do some further tests, wiping it out with baby wipes too. So some of the paint, of course, will start to fade away. But this thing stays for so long. That is amazing. Not only that, but it stays with crisp lines. It doesn't get blurry, and you could totally tattoo this. So I find it completely amazing. Even though we scrub here like almost 100 times, you could still see it. And now we're not using the green soap anymore, we're using baby wipes. So of course, some will still come out, but look at that. Very nice. And I could also scrub with baby wipes here on fake skin. And it doesn't come out, even though I'm really using a super cheap product. You guys can see that is amazing, the fact that I'm able to scrub so many times. So if you guys are still losing your stencils, you guys know now this is one of the best tricks, or the best trick to do if you're working on fake skin. Just heat it up a bit with a hairdryer or a heat gun. Let it sit for 10 minutes and you'll have a super solid stencil that doesn't go away, which is amazing. Now guys, if this video was actually helpful for you, if you could learn something, and if you think this trick works, please don't forget to subscribe. That will help a lot. We here in our channel, you will support us. That will be very nice for us. If you guys, of course, are using this trick too, and you know that it's working, don't forget to like. If you guys have any comment, any doubts or any questions, you guys just comment down below, okay? So thank you very much for watching. That was it for this trick. Don't forget to use your hair dryer or your heat gun next time you're tattooing either on fake skin or real skin, although it's only recommended for fake skin this method, but you could also do it both. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. See ya.